It is what it is. Now, that's the sort of mentality I've had going through university and all that stuff. And I think it's a good and a bad thing because you know how a lot of people would often say, well, I can't be bothered, I don't give two Fs, all that jazz. For a part of me, I really can't get invested in other people's problems. Now, I'm not trying to say that I'm heartless in any way, or I hope I'm not, but oftentimes my friends might have something that they often care a lot about. Say, for example, the environment, yeah, usually it's just that. But the way I see it is that how everything is just the way that it is, right? And me as a single person can't really change much. So I do what I can do, right? And if I believe in something, yes, I do that. But I'm not necessarily going to make big changes in my life just to fit a certain belief so that other people think I care more. Say for example with the whole J.K. Rowling thing, and then again this might be a hot take, but I think any take that's not PC is a hot take at this point, is that J.K. Rowling, people found out, oh, she's a transphobe, whatnot, and if you support the game Hogwarts Legacy, then you are a transphobe or you're supporting that creator. For me, when I buy a game, I don't really think about who I'm supporting. If the game is good, I'd want to play it, and generally if I'm interested as well. And if the creator or the author is a transphobe, then that just so happens to be the case, right? But I would still want to play the game if it's good. And especially, at least for me, a lot of memes came about it. It was like, oh, Shadow Wizard Money Gang, we love casting spells. That's freaking funny. Now, not to say that it's not important to have causes that you want to fight for or that you believe in, but I think a lot of causes that people want you to back, often, as someone who doesn't really care or is generally indifferent, you are being asked to sacrifice something in order, to gain nothing. Or generally it's something for the masses. But in the sense of, let's just say the Hogwarts game, again, I might be going on a tangent here. I like Harry Potter. I like the series. I'm not a big fan of the game, for example. I haven't played it yet. If I liked the game, I would have played it, kind of thing. And right now, it's not that I haven't bought the game because I don't support J.K. Rowling. It's more like I've seen my friends play it, and I'd rather watch them play it than I actually play it myself. And I've seen a lot of my streamer friends who were playing the game or were interested in playing the game that choose not to anymore because of the backlash that they might get from their community. For people with platforms, sure, you'd want them to uphold some sort of image for everyone to sort of follow, but I also think that they are also individuals in their own sense, and that they should be able to enjoy the things that they enjoy. But I'm just spitballing here, and I think what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to have a different opinion that doesn't match with everyone else. You're not wrong for that, and you can still enjoy what you want to enjoy. Oftentimes you are being asked to sacrifice something without anything in return, generally for yourself. So it's okay to be selfish. It's in our nature, and no one can fault you for that. Generally what people would say is, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, you're good, right? And I guess people could make a counter argument for the whole J.K. Rowling thing. A few examples off the top of my head would be, let's say a vegan or vegetarian diet, let's say cutting out red meat, but you really like red meat, but it's more sustainable for the environment. Now you have to go through more hoops to enjoy your food as well. Or another one would be purchasing more ethically and sustainable clothing options. They might not have the same designs, they might not feel the same, and they might not cost the same. Now, I get it. Sweatshops in Asia, child labor is all bad stuff, but they do make it really cheap and affordable, and I'm broke, so. Generally, I think people expect the responsibility to fall on those who have the money and the resource and the time to make these conscious decisions. I think that's also up for debate on, who has these resources or what you would deem to have these resources. What I mean by that is, let's say I have 10K in the bank and someone would say, oh, well, now you have enough money to make these conscious decisions about buying your clothes. But to me, that might not be a lot, and let's just say because of my living situation, etc., that 10K might not be a lot, and because of that, I would still choose to, let's say, buy clothes off mass retailers that use sweatshops that make them cheap, and it's something that I can wear and still be fashionable, because being able to have something comfortable and fashionable might be what I value more than buying something that is ethically sourced or local, that supports a local business but will cost more. Generally that's what it is. But also, would I put in the effort to go find these more ethical or local businesses that make clothes, unless I'm really passionate about it, chances are I won't. What's in it for me if I put in all that effort? Essentially, if you have a cause that you're really, really passionate about and that you want to put your time and effort into supporting, then do so. But if you try to share this view with other people and they might not quite understand or are fully supportive of it or really have the effort or time in their day to care, that doesn't necessarily make them bad people. It just means they don't care about it as much as you do, which is not a bad thing, and it's good to have difference in opinions. Now, it might be difficult, but try your best not to hate on those, or especially those of your friends who have different opinions from you. Yeah, I would say if there's something you really care about, care as much as you can for it. Back it, support it as much as you can, and as much as you're able to. I don't think there's generally any wrong ideas. There are a few ideas out there, and I will not name them right now, that are universally bad. Like, almost everyone can back and agree on one opinion on those things, but you know, I think everyone will always have different opinions. It just depends on how extreme they take it. But at least for the things that don't really have the largest impact in my life necessarily, I can't say I care all that much. With a handful of exceptions. I'll throw that out. I do care about something, and generally those are extremes. I have a feeling that a lot of people might not like this.